Good morning, greetings friends, and welcome to The Bright Side, your nutritional program dedicated to the understanding of the vast world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. I'm your host, Pharmacist Ben, nutritional pharmacist from Boulder, Colorado. I use nutritional supplements where other healthcare practitioners use toxic pharmaceutical drugs and sometimes deadly medical procedures. If you suspect that there are natural nutritional roads to your health and vitality and well-being, and to addressing your health challenges, whatever they may be, but you don't know where to begin, you have come to the right place. As you listen to The Bright Side every day, you are more and more in control of your body. You are more and more knowledgeable, and you know you can overcome any health challenge. That's why we're here every day on The Bright Side, helping clear up the sometimes confusing world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. Over the last 32 years of practicing pharmacy, I have seen drug-free recoveries from diabetes, hypertension, obesity, skin diseases like psoriasis, eczema, rosacea, acne, digestive ailments, autoimmune issues of all kinds, recoveries that by the standards of modern medicine can only be called a miracle. But what is in the world of the body, what is in the world of biology, standard operating procedure. Because the human biological system is a healing system. It's a regenerating system. It is designed divinely to heal and renew itself on a moment-to-moment basis. And while some folks may call that healing, renewing, regenerating system a miracle, it really is just the way the body works. If you have questions about health, nutrition, prescription drugs, if you want to wean yourself off your meds and get on a good nutritional supplement program, we are your go-to source for all things health and nutrition. 844-236-6010 is our number. If you have questions about the longevity products, longevity business, health challenges you or a loved one may be dealing with, if you've got a success story you'd like to share, if you want to contribute to the conversation, 844-236-6010 is our number on The Bright Side. We'll get your calls in our second segment today. We've got a guest coming up at the bottom of the hour. I'm very excited about Dr. Earl Mindell, author of The Vitamin Bible, one of my first, actually, it was the first book that I read when I graduated pharmacy school about the power of nutrition for healing the body. It came out the year I graduated pharmacy school, 1980, and I'd always been fond of using nutrition as a healing modality, but that was the first book that I'd ever read that was written by a pharmacist, a real pharmacist who understood the power of nutrition. Dr. Mindell's been talking about the power of nutrition and nutritional supplements now for 50 or 60 years, I think. I think he started in the early 60s. He's the author of The Vitamin Bible, and he's also the author of a book called Healing with Hemp CBD Oil. I've been very, very excited about CBD for the last couple of months, 3 or 4 months, as I've done more and more research about it, about the so-called endocannabinoid system and the power of CBD that approaches snake oil and its diverse benefits, its diverse effects on healing and on health, for diabetes, for Alzheimer's disease, for seizure disorders, for anxiety, for sleep, for cancer, for pain. There's so many different ways that CBD can improve our health. Dr. Mindell is going to be talking about his book, Healing with Hemp CBD Oil, as well as all the different ways you can use CBD for health and healing. We'll do that at the bottom of the hour, and we'll take your calls in our second segment, 844-236-6010. If you have questions about the longevity products, the longevity business, Truth Skin Health products, or formulations, or anything really, health and nutrition, 844-236-6010 is our number on The Bright Side. If you want to purchase longevity products, you can head to brightsideben.com, pharmacistben.com, or criticalhealthnews.com. And you can purchase products right off the website. You can also call 866-735-2470, 866-735-2470 if you want more information. If you want to sign up to join the Brightside Ben team, we'd love to have you aboard. 866-735-2470, 866-735-2470 is the phone number for the Brightside Ben team. For a one-time $25 fee, you can start a longevity business. Be in business for yourself. If you're an entrepreneur, it's a great business opportunity. 866-735-2470 is the phone number to call, or head to brightsideben.com, pharmacistben.com, or criticalhealthnews.com and sign up right off our websites. All right, so we are talking about energy and energy production via the little tiny structures in the cell called the mitochondria. We started off, many months ago talking about fats, how ketogenic diet and fats and fat digestion, and then we moved into the digestive system. It's all about getting these fatty nutrients, these energy-dense nutrients, into the cell and then into the mitochondria. Of course, sugar does it too. Sugar and fats are the two energy sources, the two most important energy sources for the body via fatty acids and glucose. And then also protein, as it turns out, can get turned into sugar pretty readily for entrance into these little tiny organelles, these energy factories that basically turn fat and sugar into energy, specifically into something called ATP. As we get older, that doesn't happen as effectively. And if we're sick, that's not happening as effectively. At the end of the day, aging as well as disease have in common an inability to produce energy effectively. This is what aging and this is what sickness are really about at their fundamental levels. For some reason, we're not able to produce energy effectively, and this is why mitochondrial medicine has become the latest darling of the alternative medical field, the world of alternative medicine, somehow supporting mitochondrial health. And there's lots of ways to do it to support mitochondrial health. Mitochondria depend, as I say, on the digestive system. That's the first thing. That's the most important thing right there. And this is just another reason why focusing on digestive health is so darn important. Without a fully functioning digestive system, that means probiotics, that means the intestine, that means the gallbladder, that means the liver, that means the pancreas, that means the stomach, that means the entire digestive system. We're not going to be able to get these raw materials into the mitochondria. So working on the digestive system, that's going to be first and foremost. And you got to make sure you have the right nutrients. For the mitochondria, there's lots of things you're going to need. Well, first of all, you're going to need oxygen because you can't burn, you can't combust energy. You can't combust sugar and fat without oxygen. So you got to make sure you're breathing correctly. You got to make sure you're practicing your SDR breathing. There's a reason why SDR, slow, deep, rhythmic breathing, activates the relaxation nervous system. When the body perceives it has enough oxygen, it feels safe. And this allows it to be comfortable, if you will, activating the parasympathetic nervous system. And this is why breathing, SDR, slow, deep, rhythmic breathing, activates the parasympathetic nervous system. The body says, okay, all is good in the world. We got enough oxygen. So now we can grow, now we can heal, now we can recover, now we can think clearly, now we can be fertile, now we can be creative. These are all the things the parasympathetic nervous system regulates. And when the body perceives it's safe via plenty of oxygen, it feels comfortable activating all the good stuff that's associated with the parasympathetic nervous system. If you hold your breath, your body will perceive it's not safe. And it will activate the stress nervous system, the emergency nervous system, and your blood pressure will go up. And your immune system will be suppressed. And your digestive system will stop working effectively. You'll be constipated. You won't heal. You won't recover from injuries. And you'll be aging at an accelerated pace. So oxygenation is really the first thing. It's the most important thing. And that's where SDR breathing comes in. I know we talk about nutrition all the time on this program and nutritional supplements, but if you're not sitting on your couch practicing SDR breathing, you're not serious about anti-aging. You're not serious about health. You're not serious about recovering. If you're suffering from multiple sclerosis, just to pick one health challenge, and you're not sitting on the couch every day practicing your SDR, slow, deep, rhythmic breathing, you're not serious about recovering. Why would we ever go to a doctor and take an immune-suppressing drug and take a toxic pharmaceutical or have a part of our body hacked out before we sat on the couch and practice SDR, parasympathetic nervous system activating breathing? Slow, deep, rhythmic. And they're all three important, by the way, because they're all three slow, deep, rhythmic, are required for the body to feel safe. Slow means, well, everything's comfortable. When the body and the brain really perceives that the breathing pattern is slow, it feels like everything's okay. When we breathe deep, we activate stretch receptors in our diaphragm, and these stretch receptors, again, tell the body or the brain that everything is okay. And when we're in a rhythm, the body perceives safety. Rhythm means safety to the body. Chaos means danger to the body. So all three of these elements are important. SDR breathing, activate the parasympathetic nervous system, deliver plenty of oxygen to the blood, and then ultimately to the mitochondria. And the mitochondria can then do their combusting work. SDR breathing facilitates energy production. Disease is about a deficiency in energy production. SDR breathing is a key element in restoring the body back to safety and ultimately the cell back to health. All right, I'm Pharmacist Ben. Got lines open. 844-236-6010 is our number. You're listening to The Bright Side. We'll be back right after this. are back on the bright side. I'm Pharmacist Ben. Thanks for joining us. We're on the air Monday through Friday, 8 to 9 Pacific and 10 to 11 Central Time, 24/7 on our archive page at brightsideben.com. Brightsideben.com. Got multiple web pages up at benfuchsarchives.com. And also, you can purchase longevity products at brightsideben.com, pharmacistben.com, and criticalhealthnews.com. You can also sign up to join the Brightside Ben team for a one-time $25 fee. You can be in business for yourself. Call 866-735-2470 for more information, or you can sign up right off the websites brightsideben.com, pharmacistben.com, or criticalhealthnews.com. And don't forget to check out our Truth Skin Health products at truthtreatments.com. Our retinol 5% gel made with retinol at an equally potent dose as retin A 0.05%. Of course, you'll also get in our retinol 5% gel 25% fat-soluble, premium, moisturizing, skin-softening, stabilized vitamin C. Lots of vitamin C, lots of retinol, as I've always said many times on this program. The two active ingredients you want to look for in an anti-aging topical skincare program are vitamin C and vitamin A. Vitamin C in its fat-soluble form and vitamin A in its retinol form. Both are available in Truth treatment products, particularly our Truth Retinol 5% gel and now our Truth Retinol 1% gel. You'll get lots of vitamin C in our Truth Transdermal C Serum, Truth Transdermal C Balm, as well as our Truth Biomimetic Mineral Mist, Truth Salicylic Peppermint Cleanser, and Truth Hyaluronic Honey Cleanser, all available at truthtreatments.com, truthtreatments.com. All right, got lots of lines open for you. We'll get to your calls this segment, if you have any calls. And we're going to talk to Dr. Earl Mindell at the bottom of the hour. His book, Healing with Hemp CBD Oil. Dr. Mindell is one of those visionary healthcare professionals, pharmacists who understood the power of nutrition back in the 1960s, way before it was fashionable. He's also the author of a really neat book for lay people who want to explore vitamins for healing, nutrients for healing. It's not just vitamins, although it is called the Vitamin Bible. We'll talk to Earl Mindell at the bottom of the hour, and then we'll do some news stories here. And if you have calls, 844-236-6010, we'll do that in this segment. From the University of California, and actually this is based on a new report by the Center of Disease Control and Prevention, the CDC. U.S. life expectancy falls for a second year in a row. Life expectancy in the United States has declined for a second year in a row, driven in large part by drug overdoses as well as suicides and, get this, chronic liver disease. Chronic liver disease is exerting a major toll. We're going to talk about the liver and its importance, its relevance to mitochondrial health in the next few days. This is really a serious problem here, and what's really serious is that the trend is demonstrating a rising death rate for young adults between the age of 15 and 44. Deaths for young adults between the ages of 15 and 44 climbed about 5% each year between 2013 and 2016. That means we're dying younger. And this is what's driving this life expectancy fall. And it's really quite disastrous, especially considering we've got more doctors than ever before, more healthcare professionals and more alternative practitioners and more drugs and more strategies and formulas, blah, 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 blah. And we're sicker than ever before. What the heck is going on, people? It's because we've lost sight of the simple little things that we need to do to stay healthy. The simple, easy things that you can employ from the comfort of your own home, the comfort of your own living room. That's the message here on the Bright Side, and that is really what the Bright Side is about. If you're not as healthy as you want to be, if you're aging at an accelerated pace, if you want to increase your longevity, have more energy, feel better, there's nothing the doctor can do, and there's nothing an alternative practitioner can do for that matter either. All the strategies that we need to access and to leverage our divine healing properties, or divine healing abilities, can be leveraged from the comfort of our own living rooms, bathrooms, kitchens. And this is such a powerful idea. Yes, we need to supplement, absolutely. Yes, we need to be eating less food, absolutely. Yes, we need to be exercising, absolutely. But you know what? Some of the most powerful strategies that we can employ involve our brain, involve how we think. And make no mistake about it, how we think plays a major role on our health. Reading from the Journal of the European Academy of Dermatology and Venereology, psoriasis and psychiatric illnesses. What are the link? Psoriasis can be a socially isolating disease due to debilitating physical symptoms. Anxiety, depression, and suicidal ideation and behavior are prevalent in psoriatic patients. Evidence suggests that inflammatory molecules such as interleukin-1 and interleukin-6, these are chemicals, immune system molecules, immune system chemicals, are elevated in both psoriasis and depression, and this may underlie the relationship between psoriasis and mental health comorbidities. Remember that word, comorbidities. That's all of the things that happen in association with the one disease you may be suffering from. Comorbidities. Psychiatric illness is comorbid with psoriasis. Both involve the immune system. Both involve how we're thinking. Both involve the inflammatory system. Both involve our mental health. You can see the connection here. Now, this may be intuitive to a lot of folks, but it's still poo-pooed by the medical model, which is obsessed with pharmaco-surgical strategies. Basically, that's what the doctor does. They drug us and they cut us apart. Oh, you can probably throw radiation and electrocution into the mix. This is what the medical model is all about. Radiation, electrocution, surgery, and drugs. How this ever became the tools of the trade of health, how this ever became legitimate strategies for getting us healthy, it's just beyond me. Something as simple as how we think and how we feel can have a way more important, healthful, health-promoting impact on our body than anything you could do from the doctor, than any strategy or any medical intervention that you get from your physician. And this is such powerful, such important and powerful ideas, empowering ideas. All right, how too much sugar can increase your risk of Alzheimer's. I've been talking about this for years. Alzheimer's and sugar are linked. Dementia and sugar are linked. Dementia, Alzheimer's disease, is, in the words of the medical model, something that happens when you develop amyloid plaques in the brain. Amyloid plaques are the target for pharmacological strategies for improving the dementia and the symptoms associated with Alzheimer's. And guess what? They never work. Now they even want to have a vaccine against amyloid plaques. Amyloid, A-M-Y-L-O-I-D. Well, the amyloid plaques are there for a reason, folks. The amyloid plaques are there to repair deterioration in the brain tissue. Deterioration in the brain tissue is the problem, not the amyloid plaques. This is analogous to the problem with coronary artery disease. Coronary artery disease is caused by deterioration of the coronary arteries. The body puts cholesterol there, like the brain puts amyloid in the brain, in the area that's deteriorated in the brain. The cholesterol and the plaques in the coronary arteries are the repair mechanism. Just like medicine wants to target amyloid, they target cholesterol. The problem is the deterioration of the tissue. Deteriorating tissue is largely the result of, number one, at least from a physical standpoint, is largely the result of nutritional deficiency as well as toxicity. And it all has to do with how cells repair themselves at the level of the artery or at the level of the brain. And a lot of that has to do with the mitochondria and energy. All right, I'm Pharmacist Ben. 844-236-6010 is your number on the bright side. Actually, you know what? We're going to have a guest at the bottom of the hour, Dr. Earl Mindell. So hold on to your calls. We'll have Earl Mindell coming up at the bottom of the hour talking about CBD and his book, Healing with Hemp CBD Oil. I'm Pharmacist Ben. We'll be back after this. Okay, we are back on the bright side. Thanks for joining us. I'm very excited and honored to have my next guest. Some of you guys know, well, I've talked about this a lot, how I first got into nutrition and using nutrition to heal patients in pharmacy school, and I discovered that it was the nutrients that were missing that were causing the health problems, and it wasn't the drugs, and the drugs were just a way of hiding symptomology. It never made sense to me why we use prescription drugs, which are toxic by their very nature, by definition, when we have this amazing healing modality called nutrition available to us. And then when I graduated pharmacy school in 1980, lo and behold, I found a book called The Vitamin Bible, written by a pharmacist, this guy named Dr. Earl Mindell, and I just fell in love with the idea of using nutrition in my practice, and I've been employing it ever since, and I am very excited to have none other than Dr. Earl Mindell as a guest on the bright side. We're going to talk a little bit about CBD. We'll talk a little bit about nutrition. And please welcome to the bright side, Dr. Earl Mindell. Hey, Earl.
Hey, thanks for having me on.
Good to talk to you. I've often said that it was just stunning to me how pharmacy and pharmaceuticals became the main route of treatment, the main therapeutic modality. When we had this wonderful way of healing and working with the body called nutrition. Never understood why nutrition is considered alternative and drugs are considered mainline. What is it that woke you up to this idea of using nutrition as a healing modality?
Well, as a matter of fact, interesting that you mentioned that. It was the Second World War that really got it all going with the advent of the utilization of penicillin. The big pharma said, hey, let's dump all the old remedies and just concentrate on these patented drugs. And, hey, that's what's been going on for the last 70, 80 years. What happened with me was another pharmacist and I opened a long-hour pharmacy. It was open from 9 in the morning until midnight, and then we took calls from midnight to 9. So on a typical weekend, because I was a lot younger at the time, on a typical weekend, I'd work 15 hours a day and then get 2 or 3 calls in the middle of the night, and I was in terrible shape. He seemed to be able to overcome the stress better than I could. I said, what's your secret? He said, I take vitamins. And that's how it all started.
What year was this? What year were we talking?
Oh, my God. Back in the 60s.
So you were still considered a health nut if you were doing the nutrients.
That's right. I used to do media and have physicians yell and scream at me. My favorite story was one said, all you're producing is expensive urine.
I love that.
Well, how much is urine now? I didn't know it was a commodity. But anyway.
Right. And what's wrong with expensive urine anyway?
Well, years later, I was on a program with the same physician. He said, you know what? You were right. It's too bad that the majority of people don't understand that the food we eat is so lacking of nutrients. In fact, I just saw a commercial in the last couple of days from the Dairy Association stating that the American diet is so lacking of vitamins A and D and calcium that they should be drinking 3 servings of
milk?
cow's milk a day,
my
which
goodness.
is nonsense. Anyway, I've been taking supplements for over 50 years, and it makes an incredible difference. The difference really is that drugs, as you say, all have side effects and they're toxic. So the longer you take a drug, the more chance you have of having toxicities, side effects, contraindications. But the longer you take supplements, it gets better.
Isn't that interesting?
That's the whole secret.
The body stores the nutrients. It wants to get rid of the drugs, but it actually stores and utilizes the nutrients that you're talking about. How do you think? Right. So how do you think it's progressed since you started? And I want to get into the CBD thing.
There's no doubt about it. I mean, from day to night. I mean, everybody, almost 3/4 of Americans take some kind of a supplement. In fact, everybody does, because if you look at your typical grocery store products, the government makes them add some folic acid or vitamins A and D to the milk because it's all lost in the processing. So almost everyone is taking a supplement, but they don't take the right amount, and they don't take it on a regular basis. I could close half the hospitals in the country if I could get people to eat correctly and take the right supplements.
That's awesome. All right, so now your latest thing is CBD. It's not quite in. It's not quite in the. It doesn't have the essential nature of nutrients, but nonetheless, there is a certain essentiality to CBD. No.
Absolutely, it is a plant substance, and it's been around. As a matter of fact, it's interesting in the book that I have, Healing with Hemp CBD Oil. I talk about the history from 1850. In 1937, that's when the so-called Marijuana Tax Act went into effect. Hemp and CBD was really a hot thing. In fact, there were hundreds of different remedies. A company by the name of Bayer brought their new drug aspirin to America in 1909, and their biggest competition was cannabis, CBD. And, of course, George Washington grew hemp. Thomas Jefferson grew it. In fact, the first 2 editions of the Declaration of Independence drafts were on hemp paper. The final one was on parchment. Betsy Ross actually did a flag with hemp. Henry Ford built a car. I mean, it's unbelievable. I can go into incredible things that this country was using it for. and all of a sudden it died. Now it's coming back bigger than ever.
Now, distinguish hemp. Hemp obviously is a plant that contains CBD. Distinguish, when you talk about hemp and the value of hemp, distinguish the elements in hemp as far as their medicinal value go.
Well, if you look at cannabis, there's basically two types. The one with THC, that's the psychoactive product, or the hemp, which is high in CBD. And by the way, the CBD can help with acne and anxiety and arthritis, pain, colitis, brittle bones, depression, dry skin, sleep, high blood pressure. It's unbelievable. I mean, there's so many benefits of it, and yet the average person is not aware of it yet, but they will be. Yes.
Why is it that one molecule can have all of these benefits that puts it in the category of snake oil almost? How can it have such diverse benefits in the body, or diverse effects?
Snake oil was used quite a bit in the old days.
That's true.
That's a bad analogy. But here's my feeling. You see, we found out that there are many. We thought there was only one part of the brain that could take in the CBD, but now we found it's all through the body. So here's a substance that helps in so many different ways and is non-toxic. It's non-psychoactive. It doesn't build up like many of the drugs do. And it's readily available in some states. About 30 states now have legalized it, but it's still difficult to get in most places, and the public doesn't know about it. So my whole goal is to educate the public about the benefits of CBD. It's going to be the biggest supplement of the 21st century.
That's very impressive. That's saying a lot there, Earl. Listen, we got to take a break. When we come back, I want to talk about the different forms of CBD and the different ways that people can purchase it or interact with this wonderful medicinal, and what to look for and what not to look for, what to avoid. We're talking to Earl Mindell, Dr. Earl Mindell, that is, author of the Vitamin Bible and now author of Healing with Hemp CBD Oil. You're listening to The Bright Side. We're coming back with more good health information from Dr. Earl Mindell right after this break. Don't go away. Back on the bright side. I'm Pharmacist Ben. Thanks for joining us. We're talking to Dr. Earl Mindell, author of the Vitamin Bible and now Healing with Hemp CBD Oil. We're talking about CBD. Earl, I want to talk to you about how best to use CBD oil, how people can incorporate it into their lifestyle, what to avoid. But real quickly, just as briefly as you can, as succinctly as you can, tell us about what's called the endocannabinoid system in the body.
Well, that's the part of the body that simulates the cannabidiol, which is CBD. But CBD comes in all kinds of forms now. It comes in a liquid kind of tincture, comes in a strip that you can melt on your tongue, comes in capsules, comes in gummies. I've seen it in gum. I've seen it in edibles, cookies, bars. I mean, it's unbelievable.
Is there a best way? Is there a best way to get it?
Well, you know, it's a matter of what you like. I mean, I've talked to a lot of the companies. They say the gummies are the hot things because you just chew it. But I like the capsule. I mean, it's got everything you need, and it's in a liquid in the capsule. And it's taken on a daily basis because it can help your mood, it can help your sleep, it can help pain. I mean, my goodness. In fact, I was at a screening of a movie showing that they were using CBD for PTSD. That's when our wounded warriors come back from overseas and they have all kinds of stress. It helps that as well. And it's, by the way, in the year 2003, the government, our Department of Health, patented CBD. So they've known about it for 15 years. Amazing, and the public is still unaware of it.
What if you're healthy? What if you don't have any frank symptoms?
Well, you know, let's be realistic. I think everybody, 50% of people have problems with sleep and mood, I think that it's a good thing to take on a daily basis just in case. But the majority of people in the book I do list the different conditions and different amounts daily servings of CBD.
Can you develop tolerance to it?
No, as a matter of fact, you can't. It does not build up any type of as you know, I'm a pharmacist as well, and right now they're giving the pain relievers, the Vicodins, the OxyContins, the Percocet, the fentanyls, whatever it is. You build up a tolerance, and you need more and more to produce the same effect. Same thing with sleeping pills, etc. But no, there's no tolerance to CBD at all.
Now, is there cross benefits, like all the wonderful benefits from CBD? Can you get those from THC, or is THC strictly psychogenic or psychoactive? It's
interesting you mention that, because in some cases, very difficult cases, they'll add a small amount of THC. But in general, CBD takes care of most of the things. In fact, just recently, a pharmaceutical company in England got the FDA to okay a semi-synthetic CBD for certain weird, unique kinds of epilepsy.
So I just read that, actually. And that's a tweaked version. That's not CBD. That's a pharmaceutically patented version of CBD, correct?
Well, yeah, because they can't patent a natural substance. But the natural CBD is available in almost all states. Industrialized hemp oil is legal in all states, but it's just a matter of education. And this thing is growing so rapidly that it even amazes me. And I thank you for having me on the program, because the more people that know about CBD, the better the health of America.
All right, let's talk a little bit about CBD and cancer. That's actually where I first started hearing about CBD, maybe 10 years ago. For pet cancer, actually, I kept reading about how people were not only pets were living longer when they were given
right.
CBD, but pain also was, cancer-associated pain was being relieved. What do you know about CBD and cancer?
Well, as a matter of fact, I happen to have another book coming out in January, CBD and Health for Pets. I know a lot about it. It helps pretty well eliminate the pain from nausea from cancer. It helps with sleeping. So it's bigger than ever, and it's nothing new. I mean, 20 years ago, they used it for some type of epilepsy, and it goes back even to the 1850s. I mean, unbelievable that here's something that's been around forever.
How about how about the Chinese? How about the Chinese and the Egyptians and the Indians?
Yeah, that's thousands. We're talking about thousands of years ago. But in this country, it's been known for over 200 years. And I really feel that it's a crime that it's not that well known in this country.
And it just grows out of the earth as a weed, no less. It just grows spontaneously as a weed.
That's right. It is a type of weed that grows, but it's now being finally they're allowing farmers. Here's a joke: farmers are being paid not to grow things like corn or soy or wheat, and we have a chance to have a cash crop, hemp, grow in this country, and finally they're going to allow them to do it.
That's crazy. So listen, we've been talking about internal CBD, capsules and tinctures, etc. How about topical CBD, CBD creams? What do you know about things for like topical for pain, or maybe you mentioned acne, I think you said earlier. How about for dermatological conditions as well as for pain? What do you know about topical CBD?
I know a lot about it. I mean, it comes in I've seen it in roll-ons, I've seen it in creams. You just apply it to the area and it works instantly. I mean, I've had people tell me that they have a little shoulder problem, whatever, just roll on the CBD and it's gone.
Is there a concentration you should look for, a dosage you should look for?
Well, I like about per day, about 25 to 50 milligrams. In a roll-on, you might want a little higher, but that's a good amount. And I go into very specific daily values in the book.
For topical as well? Do you have a value?
For topical as well, yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay. All right, now, what about nutrition that can support CBD or nutrients that you can use to get better effects from your CBD or to support your own CBD or endocannabinoid system?
Well, it's interesting you mention that because when you're buying CBD, especially in liquid form, make sure it has some type of oil like coconut oil, etc., because it's better absorbed that way. But my feeling is that if the body is well nourished, it's only going to help with anything you add to it. And CBD is something that everyone can benefit from. Are
you familiar with endocannabinoid deficiency conditions?
Well, it's possible that you are deficient in it, but my feeling is why wait? See, it's like vitamins. People say, well, I'll wait until I have a problem, and then I'll take a supplement. No, it's the other way around. You want to make sure that your body gets everything it needs on a daily basis, and that's my philosophy. Take as good care of your body as you do your dog, cat, automobile, rose bush, and front lawn. I mean, if you look at those dog and cat commercials on television, the finest vitamins, the best amino acids, proteins, and we're eating our Twinkie, Ding Dong, Donut, Pizza, Prozac, Pepsi diet.
Huh. Have you ever heard of CBD and apple cider vinegar?
Yes, I have. I have another book on apple cider vinegar, too.
Oh, you do?
I have 63 books, and all my books are available on Amazon.com. You just scroll the books and just type my name in. I'm a great believer in apple cider vinegar, and it's a good combination taken with CBD.
We talk about that all the time on this program. Is your book is available on apple cider vinegar now, or you're writing? Oh,
no. It's been available for 20 years.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to add that to my library today.
Forever.
I'm a big. We talk about apple cider vinegar on this program a lot. Oh man, that's been very enlightening, Dr. Mindell. I'm not surprised. And then I encourage everybody to get the Vitamin Bible, which, by the way, you said is in. What did you say? It's 20th printing? Did you tell me?
I don't even know anymore. It's been around for almost 40 years, 11 million in 34 languages, but I've updated it on a regular basis. So if you go into Amazon.com, they've got all my books.
You're still updating the Vitamin Bible?
Absolutely. I hope to come on with the 40th anniversary probably in a year or so.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much, Dr. Mindell. His book, Dr. Earl Mindell's book, Healing with Hemp CBD Oil, and I guess 60-plus other books. Thanks, Dr. Mindell. Hope we talk soon.
My pleasure. Stay well.
All right, take care, buddy. All right, that was Dr. Earl Mindell, one of my early nutritional heroes, is talking about his book Healing with Hemp CBD Oil, about what he says is going to be the most important medicine of the 21st century. Maybe he's right, and that's CBD. His other book, The Vitamin Bible, I highly recommend. Not his other book, but one of his other books, The Vitamin Bible, I highly recommend for folks to keep as a reference source in their library. Thanks for listening to The Bright Side, friends. Please check out our websites, brightsideben.com, pharmacistben.com, and criticalhealthnews.com for the longevity products, and Truth Skin Health products are available at truthtreatments.com. Have yourselves a wonderful, beautiful, awesome, spectacular day. We'll talk to y'all later. Bye for now.